Luciferon and sending him in again. Alright, here we go, folks. It's my pleasure to bring you, as it always is, from the country of Germany, the Chill Toss. And you might think, oh, that's actually Noni. No, it's not. Or Nuni. Yeah, let's get it right. Nuni. No, Nuni is not the Chill Toss. So, I don't know, maybe he is the Chill Toss and Soke is just the horizontal toss. This is the guy that basically plays Starcraft lying down. That's how chill this guy is. Most relaxed player I've ever seen in my life. He is alternate attack Soke. He is in the red trunks and he is playing Protoss to the northeast. Versus his opponent. Took him a couple of tries, but he is currently the savior of Quantic. The question is, can he all kill the entire of Karont3 in a best of 9? Will we see that reverse all kill happen here from Hyun, who has already lost twice to Luciferon? It's going to be tough. But if anyone can do it, it will be Quantic's Hyun in the Blue Trunks playing Zerg to the southwest. Going to be Cloud Kingdom, classic matchup. Soke has all the options in the world here. He really does. Like, think about how little pressure is on Soke right now. Soke doesn't care about pressure anyway, but let's assume that he did. He has every option you could possibly think of. He can play a long macro game. He can play Sky Toss, which is considered by many people to be very hard to deal with right now. He could go for some really early aggression. He can do whatever he wants. Whereas Hyun, on the other hand, has got to think every match I am playing in this series is going to be it could be my last. It could lose my team the game. That is a ton of pressure. Absolutely massive amount. But as I said before, Hyun is Hyun. So if anyone can do it, he can. Against the Biomine style, it turns out that Hyun knows absolutely what he's doing. Excellent Ling run bys, great control, awesome use of the Infester. He was playing heroically that game. But it's now going to get to Protoss. Alright, well, we're going to see a gateway expand here for Soke on no gas, which, you know, is fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's a nice, economical build. Doesn't really expect anything to come his way, and currently he's right. Hyun is showing no sign of that. He built a Queen and 2 Lings. So, yeah, he can go and poke. I mean, the thing about this is that without a Forge down, you can go poke, and you can kind of annoy your opponent. You can even Surge Lings and actually deal with the Zealot and do damage there, but it's just it's not necessarily worth it. And it seems like Hyun is not going to plan to do that. Scouts the gateway, knows there's no Forge, so it's like, alright, fine, okay. So what does he follow this up with? Does he decide to try and surge out Lings and actually do damage here? Probably not. It's fairly rare to see it, but you never know. He's going to actually double expand there. Alright, nothing wrong with that either. That's the other response. That's obviously the response to the usual Forge fast expand play. Now, Gateway out first before Forge means that we could see just a little bit more aggression coming out from Soke. He may decide to poke a little, but for the most part, this is for defense. Yeah? He gets out a Zealot, he gets out a second Zealot, and he defends with it. Now, what I'll be telling, of course, is whether or not we see a lot of Chrono Boost come out on this Warp Gate. Right now, since he hasn't placed another Gateway down, it's unlikely that we'll be seeing anything really coming out from Soke. It's not really his style either. But then again, it is Heart of the Swarm, so who knows what his style really is now. Hyun's going to just be annoying with this Ling, poking a little bit here and there, force a little bit of lost mining time where he can. This third base is going to come up. Mothership Core is now on the way here for Soke as well, which is a nice, wonderful thing to have. He's going to Chrono Boost as quickly as he can into that gateway. Get that rolling out. If I recall correctly, yeah, he's building the Mothership Core on the natural as well. So what's the option for Hyun? So we have seen Hyun use Swarm Hosts. He did use them against Terran. They're actually pretty good against Protoss. Surprisingly good, actually. So it would not be surprising at all if we saw that. Or Hyun could just play a fairly standard style, just that really fast Ling, Baneling, Muta style. Mass Muta, also very effective in this matchup. I mean, it was pretty good anyway, before he actually ended up in Heart of the Swarm, and now it's incredibly good. In the hands of a controlling player, which Hyun most certainly is. A little bit of Zealot aggression coming in. Nice little poking action as Soke moves in to do some damage. And he's only going to kill a couple of Lings here. He weakens the hatchery, not by much. But, you know, he puts out a little bit of pressure here and there. Militia Core now on the way as well. Surprisingly enough, decides not to move that in with his Zealots. You think, huh, maybe you just keep that around? No. Apparently not. 2 more gateways coming down the front here, and Soke with a nice solid wall off. In the meantime, a Roach Warren from Hyun instead of a Lair. Aha. Now that is interesting. That's really interesting. Let's check what structures he's got right now. Just the pool. No Baneling Nest. Now going through to the lair. Pretty cool to see that Roach Swarm come out so early. Could, of course, just be for defense, but you never know. He might decide to knock on the door with that. And now a Stargate coming out for Soke. I like that. I like it a lot. Hasn't opened up with the Stargate. Did it get scouted? Yeah, without question. It's a fake. That is a huge-ass fake. That is a Huck-level fake. That is a, I'm going to build 50 billion gateways and kill you level fake. That is huge. That's a 7-gate. All right. +1, maybe even +2 7-gate attack. No sign of a Twilight Council, so probably not 7-gate Blinkstalker, just 8 gates. Soke, you sneaky little devil. Does Hyun realize it? There's an evolution chamber already coming down, having spotted the Stargate. He's got to scout again. He must. Soke is checking for the positions of overlords, using his mothership core. He can't shoot them, because, of course, that cannon only hits ground. But he can defend. If a scout doesn't get in here by Hyun, if Hyun does not see this coming, to be fair, Hyun has a lot of map control. He's got control of these Zelnaga watchtowers. He's got Lings out. Getting a probe out here to place that pylon is going to be difficult. Hydra Den coming down for Hyun. He's going for the Roach Hydra build. That's fine against this. I mean, admittedly, he's thinking, ooh, you know, what's coming in? Wants to take out that Overseer. Yeah, that Overseer's not really going to scout anything. Doesn't really see that much. He missed most of the sentries coming out from that as well. He still does not have any information. This is 8-gate. And it looks like it might even hit before +2. He might just get +1 and go. Alright, he's seen the rollout coming out. And the mothership core. So he's going to suspect, alright, where's the Stargate units? And why do you have so many sentries? Pumping that out on 3 gateways is a possibility, but this army seems just a little bit too big. Where is the probe to place down the proxy pylon? Currently there isn't one. He's going to have to clean this up first. There we go. Probe's in position now. He's got to be careful, though. This probe gets spotted and this proxy pylon gets shut down before he's able to warp in a wave of reinforcements. This could really suck. Soke warps in Hallucinated Phoenix. Nothing but units coming out from Hyun now. He knows the aggression is coming. This is a big 2-base play. Force fields go down. They're pretty good. He takes a few units out. They're not amazing, but he does shut out the ability of those roaches to do damage, and he also protects his proxy pylon in the process. Pylon is now up at a frontal position. Prepare for a huge warp in right now. The follow-up's going to be Colossi, as you can see right now. That was not a good engagement here for Soke. I'm not liking that. Force field control, not so good. It allows Hyun to get just a little bit more damage here, but it might not even be enough. Time warp comes in. Big warp in to follow up here from Soke as well. Now the Hydralist's trapped, and Soke looking to get the kill right now. This could kill the 3rd base. This would be huge if he manages to take this out. This big 8-gate aggression. Drones coming off the line to try and defend against this. Decent force field's not amazing. However, it needs a big warp in. Oh, and the recall comes out, and he doesn't get it. The mothership core is targeted down. Recall fails. And suddenly, Hyun out of nowhere says, I am not going to accept that. This kind of pressure? No way. Shut down hard. You're looking for the interception as well. Hyun actually just looking for the interception on the counter-attack right now. Bringing in the Roaches, bringing in the Hydralisk. Soke might not even get away here. There's 2 force fields available. Ouch, this is going to hurt. If Soke loses his entire army here, he could be extremely vulnerable to a counter-attack. He already is pretty vulnerable to a counter-attack. Look at the supply! 87,136. Soke desperately trying to get away. He has no blink. This was an all-in, pretty much, for Soke, and it fell flat on its face, and Hyun just shut it down hard. You might think, oh, the fake out. Yeah, the fake out, he didn't care. You kidding me? He doesn't care about the fake out. Zealots now coming into the 3rd base, going to be shut down by Lings and Roaches. And this is so messy now for Soke. He's on 2 bases. He dedicated a ton to that attack. Man. He's now building Colossus. That's what he's kind of relying on here. But he doesn't have extended thermal lance, and he doesn't have more than 1. Like, if Hyun attacks right now with a good amount of Roaches and Hydras, he's got 34 Roaches, 3 Hydralisks. He's getting +2. He's building more Roaches as well. Just pure Roaches probably enough to kill this. But we'll see. Soke is known as the guy that doesn't really lose big units. He is very, very efficient in his engagements. We'll see if he can make that work. Doesn't have enough energy for Time Warp. If this hits right now before the Time Warp, before the Photon Overcharge is available, this could just kill Soke right now, and it probably will by the looks of it. And he goes for the defense right now, and look at that number of Roaches. It's massive. Will this hold? Force fields go down. Already forcing this Colossi back. If this one dies, that could be the nail in the coffin. Force fields hold this back for the time being. There's not a lot of sentry energy left. There is no photon overcharge. One Colossus goes down. Only one more remains. The Roaches get a huge surround, and they will look to engage hard here. Colossus falls, and this is going to be the nail in the coffin for Soke. GG, ladies and gentlemen. Hyun says no to all-ins. Absolutely not. 2 base, 8 gate, Stargate fake leads to what? Horrible demise for the German Protoss. Hyun puts another one on the board here for Quantic. You know, if he keeps playing like this, we could see Game 9, we could see reverse all kill, who knows? We'll find out very soon, folks. We'll go on to the next game momentarily. Who will they bring out? I suspect Vortex. I mean, they don't have a lot of options here. I would think they'd bring Vortex out. I don't see how they couldn't. Bring Vortex out and try and beat Hyun in his EVZ. Probably his weakest matchup. We'll see. We'll find out soon, folks. Do not go anywhere. This is just getting fired up. This is getting very interesting.